I'm WSB's Pete Combs on Chapel Hill Road in Douglasville. Back in 2009, when this guardrail was built, it was put here to save lives. Initially, it was supposed to be built behind these power poles, but they didn't want to move the power poles, so they decided to put it within 6 feet of the roadway. Another problem, there were utilities buried right there, so the guardrail ended up right on the curb. Now here's the problem. During the day, you can see the oncoming traffic just fine, but at night, it's what you can't see that can kill you.
67-year-old Faye Brouchard was a prominent and popular volunteer at the Lutheran Church of the Good Shepherd on Chapel Hill Road. One night, just a few months after the guardrail was built, there was a terrible accident.
Well, she was pulling out of the lot here. There was no visibility. There was a dark car coming down the road. And when she pulled out, it was too late and went right into the driver's side of the car.
In fact, as Mrs. Brouchard lay mortally injured in her battered car, she told the first police officer on the scene
that she was pulling out and she said she never saw him. I never saw him.
That's because at night, the guardrail makes the headlights of oncoming cars invisible to anyone in a small or mid-sized car. In a court deposition, the project manager admitted he cut the designer out of the loop when he decided to build the guardrail so close to the road. Why?
Time is money. We were sitting there with people ready to do the work, and we needed an answer.
I can't think of a worse possible place to locate this guardrail besides where they put it. There were plenty of options, and in fact, it's recognized that they should locate guardrails as far off from the road as possible, which is clearly not what happened here.
Attorney Jed Manton represented the Brouchard family after a second accident caused by the guardrail just last year. After repeated complaints by Pastor Bovingdon, the family sued, wanting a $1.5 million settlement and a promise from the city to move the guardrail. But a month later, the guardrail is still there.
And we haven't heard a word. Not a single word from the city. The only reason I know that was a part of the settlement is the family told me.
The public's at risk, and in particular, the members of this congregation are at risk.
I tried to talk to Douglasville Mayor Harvey Persons about this story, but I was told he's not available until next week. In the meantime, the folks here at the Lutheran Church worry about the next time there's an accident when somebody tries to pull out of this driveway at night. In Douglasville, Pete Combs, News Talk, WSB.